Graduates, please stand. Parents, please join me in the prayer for the graduates, which may be found in your program. Build me a son, O Lord, who will be strong enough to know when he is weak and brave enough to face himself when he is afraid. One who will be proud and unbending and honest in defeat, but humble and gentle in victory. Build me a son whose wishes will not replace his actions, a son who will know thee, and who will realize that to know himself is the foundation stone of knowledge. Send him, I pray, not in the path of ease and comfort, but the stress and spur of difficulties and challenge. Here, let him learn compassion for those who fall. Build me a son whose heart will be clean, whose goal will be high, a son who will master himself before he seeks to master others, one who will learn to laugh, yet never forget how to weep. Build me a son who will reach into the future, yet never forget the past. And after all these things are his, add, I pray, enough sense of humor so that he may always be serious, yet never take himself too seriously. Give him humility that he may always remember the simplicity of true greatness, the open mind of true wisdom, the meekness of true strength. Then I, his parent, will dare to whisper, I have not lived in vain. Our St. Dominic graduates, please present your gift to your parents. All right, boys, you may be seated. Well, on behalf of our St. Dominic community, I want to thank all of you who worked so hard to support these gentlemen in front of us this morning, to President Hood for his leadership and care of our boys, to our faculty and staff. I'm incredibly grateful for the love and care that you show all of our St. Dominic boys each and every day, and especially to our families and to our parents. I want to thank you for your faith and trust in our school, whether it has been 1 year or 12 and 13 years here at St. Dominic. Your commitment, your partnership with our teachers, and thinking back on it, the joy that we had in forming your boys, we are grateful for that. To our gentlemen here in front of us, thank you to the joy that you brought me over these last 5 years, although I may have a twitch from 4th grade occasionally, so I remember that a good amount. And also the joy you brought to your teachers as well these last years you have been here. As you share in this moment with your family and friends, never forget that they're here for you in this celebratory moment, but also in those simple, everyday moments. Don't let those pass without recognition of those times. You will be missed, no doubt. But you are always welcome back to the halls of St. Dominic, the classrooms, the fields, the gyms, and the four squares of the playground. For my reflection to you today, I want to share a compilation. I guess you could call it my greatest hits that I have shared with you most over these last 5 years. And they really came down to 3 things. As I look back through my notes of Greet the Week, Friday thank yous, just general conversations with you, it came down to forgiveness, kindness, and gratitude. So I'm going to talk about those 3 things and one last thing at the end. With forgiveness, we all know the experience of being wronged by someone. The betrayal of a friend, or that one person who's just hurtful, unkind, and you really have a hard time being in the same room with them. And you wonder, how can I ever forgive a person like this? The acts that hurt us or offend us always remain part of our life, but forgiveness allows us to let go of their grip on us and help us focus on the compassion for the very people who have hurt us. So, gentlemen, now's the time to forgive those who have wronged you. This effort of forgiveness should be seen as a releasing of the burden that we bear. Be kind. If you're having a tough day, that doesn't mean you have to pass along your misery to someone else. It's important to share your struggles with those you trust, your friends, your family, your St. Dominic brothers, the new friends you're going to meet in the future. Share those struggles with them, but being in a bad mood is no excuse for being unpleasant towards somebody else. Give people the benefit of a doubt. Everyone is carrying around some sort of burden. Usually it's something you don't even know about. When you're talking about people who aren't there, be kind to them. Your words are a double-edged sword. I remember, boys, I think you were in 6th grade. I brought a Civil War sword to greet the week. I had it on the wrong hip, so I sheathed it out into my face. Don't do that. But I remember saying to you that your words are a double-edged sword. They can either build someone up or tear someone down. And walk the walk. Your actions towards others have a lasting impact. People never forget how you made them feel. Make them feel better than they were before you engaged with them. Be thankful. What a great moment we have here now. Take a moment to pause throughout this ceremony, the rest of the day, to enjoy this time with the people who love you deeply. In these special moments, in this present moment, is where you see God. The past and the future are your thoughts. This is the moment where God lives. You have been blessed. When you're feeling overwhelmed with life's difficulties and challenges, just take a moment, reflect, put your life into perspective. You have a lot to be thankful for. And we are thankful to have been on this journey with you these many years. We're all part of the human condition. We need a lot of young men like you to treat others well. So don't be afraid to be a light of Christ. It's your responsibility as young men and leaders to take action through forgiveness, kindness, and gratitude. And the last thing I want to share, gentlemen, is words from the French poet Apollinaire, and he wrote a long time ago. He wrote, "Come to the edge, we can't, we are afraid. Come to the edge, we can't, we will fall. Come to the edge, and they came, and he pushed them, and they flew." When I read this about a week ago, it left a lasting impression on me. It reminds us of the faith that we must have in ourselves and the trust we must place in the hands of God. You have all grown, and you possess an extremely strong foundation built on the Dominican pillars of prayer, study, service, and community. So use this foundation, gentlemen, coupled with that deep love your family has for you as your springboard. Remain open to opportunities that lie ahead. There's always something new to learn. There's a new adventure around the corner. Don't be afraid to step outside that comfort zone and approach life with enthusiasm. And when you have a healthy risk in front of you, go towards it because it'll make you a better person. So congratulations to our class of 2021 on all your achievements and your hard work. You will be in my prayers, in your teachers' prayers, as you embark on this next step in your life. So God bless you and all of your families. So Miss Rosa Tudor will now lead us in the presentation of awards to our graduates.
Good morning. The graduating class of 2021 has worked hard to achieve much in all areas of school life: academics, athletics, the arts, and service. We are exceedingly proud of all of our boys, and at this time, we would like to recognize some among them who have especially distinguished themselves. Each year, students who study Latin participate in the National Latin Examination. Traditionally, St. Dominic students have distinguished themselves on this exam, and this year is no exception. The following student has earned a certificate of honorable merit for achievement for their strong performance on the Latin exam. James Johnson. The Jim Mathis Memorial Award is given each year to an 8th grade student who exhibits a combination of outstanding sportsmanship, scholarship, and leadership. At the athletic awards ceremony held on May 11th, the Jim Mathis Memorial Award was presented to one very deserving student. Sam Aaron, please stand to be recognized for this exceptional achievement. One of the 4 pillars of Dominican charism is service to the community. This year, students were required to complete at least 10 hours of service. The students in the class of 2021 logged a very impressive 220 hours in total, demonstrating just how committed this group has been. We would like to recognize the following students for performing over 10 hours of community service. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Sam Aaron, Bouck Chancellor, Sam Cody, Troy Wynn, Joseph Tidwell, and Colin Tobin. We would like to recognize those students who went above and beyond and completed over 15 hours of community service. When your name is called, please stand. These students are Stephen Brzezinski, Jake Floyd, and James Johnson. The faculty recognizes students who demonstrate the 4 pillars of the Dominican tradition: prayer, service, study, and community. For this honor, the faculty wishes to bestow the 2021 Dominican Spirit Award upon 2 outstanding young men. Please come forward when your name is called: Joseph Tidwell and Michael Enright. The members of the St. Dominic Student Government Association lead our school in numerous service projects, serve as student ambassadors, and speak on behalf of the student body who elected them into office. This year's outstanding student government member consistently demonstrates the high ideals of this organization. Receiving this year's award is Wynn Thompson. The Dean's Award is given to a student who demonstrates a commitment to our school through his leadership, dedication, and service. As an ambassador for St. Dominic, he has given freely of his time and has fulfilled his duties with a spirit of cooperation and teamwork. This year's recipient served his classmates, teachers, and administrators as an outstanding president of the SGA. The Dean's Award is presented to Joseph Tidwell. Consistent effort and a strong work ethic are important elements of being successful in school. The Achievement Award is given by the faculty to the student or students who have shown that much can be accomplished when one is willing to devote oneself to the pursuit of excellence. This year, Achievement Awards are presented to Sam Aaron, Stephen Brzezinski, Bouck Chancellor, Collier Hill, James Johnson, and Troy Wynn. Congratulations to those boys. St. Dominic participates in a number of competitions and events in various academic areas. Wordsmith is a writing contest for public and private school students in grades 7 through 12. We would like to recognize two of our students. First, Sam Cody for his participation in Wordsmith. And Wynn Thompson, who received second place in the 120-word dash and honorable mention in the 80-word dash. Congratulations. Our St. Dominic Spelling Bee was held on March 3rd in our Hook Theater. One of our 8th grade boys excelled and went on to win first place. We would like to recognize Sam Cody for his accomplishment of winning the 2021 Spelling Bee. The National Math Counts Competition and Math Counts Club allowed students to explore various topics in mathematics and to showcase their problem-solving skills. Students were placed into teams by grade level and skill level. Please stand to be recognized when your name is called. Our 8th graders we would like to recognize are Michael Enright, Collier Hill, James Johnson, and Eli Smith, who advanced to the individual semifinals. Model United Nations, also known as Model UN, is an extracurricular activity in which students typically role-play delegates to the United Nations and simulate UN committees. Thousands of middle school, high school, and college students across the country and around the world participate in Model UN. This involves substantial researching, public speaking, debating, writing skills, as well as teamwork and critical thinking. Please stand to be recognized. We would like to recognize Sam Cody and James Johnson for representing St. Dominic. Our St. Dominic robotics team members were hard at work preparing for the first LEGO League competition of the year on April 10th. Led by our St. Dominic 4th grade teacher, Marshall Ogier, and St. Agnes 4th grade teacher, Katie Christian, with assistance from our lower school science teacher, Jane Grafton, this is the third year our sons are competing. The LEGO League competition is more than just a traditional robot design and coding. The theme for this year's competition was replay, challenging our LEGO Leaguers to come up with solutions to get people moving and connected. When your name is called, please come forward to be recognized. Sam Kitzinger and Eli Smith. Congratulations. Our chapter of the National Junior Beta Club, a leadership, scholarship, service organization for junior high students, was established in 1999. The mission of the National Junior and Senior Beta Club is to promote the ideals of academic achievement, character, service, and leadership. These St. Dominic students have demonstrated both talent and a strong work ethic in their academic pursuits. To be included into the St. Dominic Junior Beta Club, a student must have earned a 3.5 junior high grade point average through the first semester of his 8th grade year. Each of these students have made a commitment to excellence. Will the following students please stand to be recognized as a member of the St. Dominic School National Beta Club? Sam Aaron, Stephen Brzezinski, Bouck Chancellor, Sam Cody, Collier Hill, James Johnson, Sam Kitzinger, Jack LaManna, Max Miller, Troy Wynn, Eli Smith, Wynn Thompson, Joseph Tidwell, and Colin Tobin. Congratulations. The Diocese of Memphis sponsors an annual art show displaying student work. Being chosen to participate in this art show is an honor. We would like to recognize one student who was chosen to participate in the Catholic Schools Art Show. Please come forward when your name is called. J.T. Maines. The pre-ACT 8-9 is the first step towards preparing students for the ACT test. Pre-ACT 8-9 is a multiple choice assessment that provides 8th and 9th grade students an early measure of college and career readiness while serving as a practice opportunity for the ACT. Today, we would like to recognize our 8th graders who received a perfect score on pre-ACT 8-9 subtests. Please stand when your name is called. Sam Cody received a perfect score in reading. Eli Smith received a perfect score in reading. And Colin Tobin received a perfect score in science. Christian Brothers High School has the Presidential Scholarship. It's awarded to students whose placement test scores are in the top % of all students who apply for admission to Christian Brothers High School. They also have the Brothers Merit Scholarship. This is awarded to the top scoring student at each CBHS partner school. We would first like to recognize Sam Cody and Colin Tobin for receiving both the Presidential Scholarship and the Brothers Merit Scholarship. We would like to recognize Wynn Thompson, who received the Presidential Scholarship. President's Education Awards are given to the students who have demonstrated outstanding academic performance. The President's Award for Educational Achievement is given to the following students for maintaining between a 3.0 and 3.4 grade point average for 7th and 8th grade. J.T. Maines, Jake Floyd, Lucas Caraway, and Luke Lucchese. Congratulations to those boys. The President's Award for Educational Excellence is awarded to the following students who have maintained a grade point average of 3.5 or above in junior high. James Johnson, Wynn Thompson, Stephen Brzezinski, Sam Aaron, Sam Cody, Joseph Tidwell, Troy Wynn, Collier Hill, Max Miller, Jack Lamana, Bouck Chancellor, Michael Enright, Colin Tobin, Sam Kitzinger, and Eli Smith. Congratulations to those boys. At this time, the teachers would like to recognize those students whose hard work and commitment to excellence have led them to achieve first and second honors in the various subjects taught in our junior high. Students, please come forward as your name is called. Sam Aaron, second honors religion, second honors civics, first honors science, and first honors Spanish. Stephen Brzezinski, first honors religion, second honors civics, first honors algebra, first honors science, and first honors Spanish. Bouck Chancellor, first honors in 8th grade math. Sam Cody, upstander honors in facing history and ourselves, and second honors in science. Collier Hill, received second honors in Latin. James Johnson, first honors religion, first honors accelerated English, second honors civics, first honors algebra, first honors science, first honors Latin, and first honors in performing arts. Jack LaManna, second honors in 8th grade English, second honors in 8th grade math, and upstander honors in facing history and ourselves. Max Miller, second honors in religion. Troy Wynn received first honors in 8th grade English. Wynn Thompson, second honors religion, second honors accelerated English, first honors civics, first honors algebra, first honors science, first honors Spanish, second honors performing arts, and first honors in visual arts. Joseph Tidwell, second honors in algebra, second honors in Spanish, and second honors in visual arts. The Michelle Sting Award for Excellence in the Fine Arts is given in memory of Michelle Sting, a St. Agnes graduate who showed a passion for the arts. This award recognizes an individual who excels in the 3 fine arts disciplines of music, theater, and visual arts. This year's Michelle Sting Award for Excellence in the Fine Arts goes to Stephen Brzezinski. Sun Awards are presented by the faculty of St. Dominic to those students who in their daily lives have united and uplifted their class through their generosity, warmth, and positive attitude. This year's recipients are Michael Enright, Jake Floyd, Jack LaManna, Luke Lucchese, Teddy Miller, and Will Seelig. Congratulations to those boys. The graduating class selects the recipient of the St. Dominic's School Spirit Award. This award is given to the student who shows pride in his school and his graduating class through his own involvement and encouragement of others. He represents our school well in activities. He bleeds purple and gold. The recipient of this year's School Spirit Award is Sam Cody. The Fellowship Award is given by the graduating class. To the student who through his words and deeds always shows kindness towards others, choosing to live the gospel message of love in his daily life. The class of 2021 presents its fellowship award to Nash Hammond. The faculty presents the Outstanding Student Award to the graduate who demonstrates academic as well as leadership potential. In addition to receiving a medal for his achievement, this student's name will be inscribed on a plaque in the St. Dominic foyer. This year's Outstanding Student Award is presented to Wynn Thompson. Academic honors are awarded to those students whose cumulative average after 2 years in the junior high rank them first, second, and third in the graduating class. We are proud to present to you those students who have achieved top honors in the class of 2021. Third honors is awarded to Sam Aaron. Second honors is awarded to Stephen Brzezinski. And our valedictorian is awarded to James Johnson and Wynn Thompson. Congratulations again. Please welcome this year's valedictorians, James Johnson and Wynn Thompson, who will give the graduates' response.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to the class of 2021's 8th grade graduation. It is my honor to have achieved St. Dominic's School's first ever co-valedictorian award. I would like to begin with my journey throughout St. Dominic academically. Throughout my years here, I have learned a vast amount of information ranging from the classification of sentences to the structures and functions of cells in our bodies. Every piece of information from each class I have taken has formed the intelligent scholar I am today. Along with all of this information I comprehended, I made countless unforgettable memories with my fellow classmates. One of my favorite memories was our trip to a place called Lone Oaks. It was meant to simulate our trip to a place called Heifer International, closed at the time, where we went to experience the life of those less fortunate. The staff of Lone Oaks did an exceptional job, as life was rough considering we had to make our own food and occasionally wear fat or pregnant suits. I was one of the people that had to wear one of those pregnant suits, and moms, I have no idea how y'all do it. I did it for like 30 minutes maybe, and it was impossible. We also got randomly arrested while eating s'mores, causing panic among us. My most vivid memory of that field trip was having to sleep inside the cow pens. The cow pens absolutely reeked, but us boys still had a good time. We laughed and giggled for hours at each other, making jokes or doing something else frivolous. Another memory I have from St. Dominic is from our field trip to St. Columba. St. Columba helped the boys bond together and figure out how to work well as a team. We were faced with many challenges that only teamwork could solve. The most arduous task we were faced with to complete was flipping over a piece of tarp while we stood on it the whole time. It sounds pretty easy, right? Well, when you have about 20 other people on this small piece of tarp with you and you cannot stand off the tarp, it is nearly impossible. Only one group managed to turn the tarp over, and I'm still confused as how they did it today. At St. Dominic, we strive to model the 4 Dominican pillars: prayer, study, community, and service. Community has had a massive impact on me, as it has surrounded me with great friends of mine since I started here in pre-kindergarten. As I have been here since the dawn of time, as my family says, I have acquainted myself with friends from the start and new friends come in from other schools who have been with me since. My friends have all helped me in numerous ways, such as working on projects or other tasks we were faced with. Not only has community provided me with friend-making opportunities, but has also opened my eyes to a wide variety of sports such as basketball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, and many other sports. One of my most loved sports, soccer, I started at St. Dominic, which I now play competitively. If I never started playing soccer at school, I would most likely not be playing it today, as school soccer helped me realize what sport I wanted to play and love. Furthermore, I have attended multiple field trips that my school has visited, enhancing the friendships I had. We have been to bowling alleys, seen a graveyard, and even been all the way out to Nashville. Also, I have made friends outside of my grade alone, younger and older. Throughout some of these field trips, we got to bond with some of the older and younger kids. It was always enjoyable to hang out with the older and cooler kids along with some of the younger and sillier kids. Community has truly exposed me to so many newer opportunities. Another one of the 4 pillars is prayer. Prayer was the most significant of the 4 pillars, as it was one of the earliest of the 4 pillars to affect my life. Prayer has strengthened my relationship with God. Sometimes I will really focus on the meaning of each prayer, and it is wonderful that I can do this before each class. I understand each word that I am listening to and how it is fortifying my relationship with God. Additionally, prayer has become routine in my life ever since I have attended St. Dominic. I try to pray as often as I can, and I know that even if I forget to pray, I will still pray at school. Throughout my time at St. Dominic, we have at least prayed 3 times a day. In junior high, that changed to almost praying before every class and also before lunch. I also occasionally pray by myself, coming from the influence of prayer at school. Without this influence of prayer from St. Dominic, I would most likely not pray as much as I do today. I will have to admit, I have asked God in prayer to help me out with a big test or 2. As long as I have studied, my tests go well, and I know God was watching over me. As I close out my speech, I would like to thank all the people who have helped guide me through achieving this award. I could never have gotten here without my fellow classmates, who helped with group projects or created a study guide for a test. If I ever needed help with any topic, I knew that I could ask anyone in our class and they would tell me exactly what I would need to know. I would also like to show my appreciation for my extended family, who have shown support for my goal. Every member of my extended family believed that I could achieve this goal. Last but most certainly not least, I would like to give my sincere thanks to my mother and father. My mother and father have played a major role in my academic success, as I knew I could go to them for questions about homework, classwork, or any other questions I needed answers to. My father exposed me to the wonders of the universe, complex mathematics, and different forms of science, while my mother taught me how to discern the meaning of vocabulary words, identify which parts of speech words were within sentences, and explaining different components of God and His creation. I am so glad to have achieved such an honorable award, and the least I can do is say thank you to all who helped me succeed. So truly, thank you.
Thank you, honored guests, graduates, parents, grandparents, teachers, and faculty for attending the 2021 8th grade graduation. Today, we celebrate a group of young men as they experience a monumental milestone in their lives. But before I start, I'd like to thank our parents and teachers whose dedication and persistence made all of today possible. Also, I would like to thank my co-valedictorian, James, for being a great friend and motivator throughout the years in all aspects of school and life. As I wrote this speech, I thought of all the memories we've made as classmates throughout the years. From dreading nap time in kindergarten, being in all-boys class for the first time in first grade, playing hockey and mini-hoop basketball in second grade, having Mrs. Garibaldi for the first time in third grade, our not-so-great behavior in fourth grade, and our 2 years of Foursquare obsession in fifth and sixth grade. Although we made great memories as classmates through the years, our best memories came from 7th and 8th grade, including the awkward start of 7th grade with co-ed classes, locker bay at the end of days, PE classes, our field trips to Lone Oaks, and virtual learning. Then in 8th grade, we finally got to go back to school, and we made the best of our time together, even without the usual events and field trips. Our time at St. Dominic constantly involved our school's 4 pillars: community, service, study, and prayer. The pillar of study was shown through our commitment to academic success, whether our success in the classroom, academic competitions, academic growth tests, awards, or in comparison to other schools. We have been pushed in our academics to be well above the average student and succeed in our futures. Our teachers were great educators and mentors, ultimately molding us into great academic students. The pillar of service was stressed to all students in many ways, whether we knew it or not. As a class, we participated in food and clothes drives for the less fortunate, supported the Dorothy Day House, served the community each year through our service hours, granted wishes for Make-A-Wish recipients, and helped those in need. Our service did not just help others, but it taught us the importance of charity. We were reminded of our privilege to live a religious and healthy life when others could not. The effects of service will always have a place with us and will guide us in our futures. As many of you may know, Dean Bouck has decided to step down as the St. Dominic Dean after this year. I wanted to thank you on behalf of the students for your 5 years of hard work and dedication to our school. You have left a lasting impression on both the school and its students. In the Auburn Creed, it states, "I believe in honesty and truthfulness, without which I cannot win the respect and confidence of my fellow men," which exemplifies the exact example Dean Bouck left through his own actions for all of St. Dominic to follow. As I close out this speech, I would like to thank my classmates, teachers, and family, because there are no other people I would have liked more to share these past years of my life with. Our journey together does not end here. As we continue our journey in high school, we will always have each other to rely on, no matter what. Always we will have the brotherhood we created through our years together, and nothing can take that away from us. In the words of the great Rocky Balboa, nobody's going to hit as hard as life, but it ain't how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Thank you.
And now for the moment which occasions this celebration, the conferring of diplomas. James Muldrow Johnson III. Wynn Thompson. Samuel Nash Aaron. Stephen Thomas Brzezinski. Lucas Nathaniel Caraway. Howard Bouck Chancellor. Samuel Scott Cody. Michael Thomas Enright, Jacob Thomas Floyd, Andrew Nash Hammond, Collier Davidson Hill, Samuel A. Kitzinger,